Hey, happy holidays. Thanksgiving has come and gone, and I had a great time with my family. In the spirit of gratefulness, I'd like to do something that's a little bit more positive, and I think in the last few videos I've been a little bit more on the negative side and kind of complaining. So I want to take a break from that. Maybe forever. I don't think it really suits me. The channel is supposed to be about talking about things that I like, not talking about things that I really dislike. I'm pretty excited to do a repair video, and I know recently I said that I wasn't really going to do repair videos unless they added to the collective knowledge, but in this case it's just fun and pretty cool. A friend of mine works at a thrift store, and someone was going to throw away this game because it didn't work, and so he snatched it up real quick and asked if he could take it home, and they said yes, and he gave it to me. I only have a few Super Nintendo games in my collection, so it'll be nice to add this if I can fix it. Okay, so a friend of mine picked this up from somebody else who could not get it to work. They work at a thrift store, and I guess there's a guy that kind of works on all the electronics, tried a couple things and couldn't get it to work. It is pretty dirty. I don't hear any rattling, but there could be something wrong on the inside, but I'm going to first clean this off before I even put it in the Nintendo because I don't want to introduce any more gunk or grime into the Nintendo. This is the controller I'll be using to test the Doc's high-tech gamepad. I also repaired that. It's pretty worn out. I don't know if I can get it to focus, but there we go. I mean, I don't know, maybe not too bad. We'll see what happens. Ooh, that's pretty dirty though. I would have assumed the guy would have tested it, but maybe he just shoves it in the console a few times and if it doesn't work, gives up. But this is Final Fantasy III, so it's kind of a nice one to have. I don't really have a lot of Super Nintendo games. I don't play a lot of JRPGs, and I feel like maybe, look at that. Maybe this is my sign. Okay. Put it in. Part of me hopes that this actually won't work right away, because that'd be too easy. And I'm not seeing anything on the screen. Just black. Okay, it is pretty dirty though, and I think, yeah. Sometimes I'll just take a dry one. It's like a little more abrasive. I also haven't used the Super Nintendo in a while, so when you're testing it, sometimes just like a slight layer of, I guess, corrosion or whatever builds up on the pins in the console, so sometimes kind of pulling it in and out a couple times kind of loosens everything up. Okay. I should test another game, make sure the console's working. Kirby's Avalanche. Okay, that immediately works. So I'm gonna open it up. Okay, I need the game bit. Looks like this. That's the wrong size. I need the smaller one. I picked this up off of Amazon for $8. Okay. Yeah. Okay, nothing too alarming yet. I should get the multimeter out and test. Some of these traces may be corroded. Maybe. But that's a good place to start. That has continuity. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna look here. That was the worst looking one, and that's not even that bad, but... I'm gonna clean it one more time. Because I've had that happen a lot. One last cleaning and it suddenly decides to work. Well, I mean, it's still pretty dirty. Maybe I didn't do a good job. Maybe I did a bad job. Oops. We'll clean that hair out later. Okay. Nothing. One more time, for good measure. Oh! There's a sticker on top of a sticker that drives me freaking crazy. I should probably use heat to get that off, I think, rather than alcohol. Okay, I'm going to take it apart and actually clean the whole case, because it's real grody. And hopefully it'll work after that still. First thing I do is just get all the dry dust off, so I don't make a sludge when I get it wet with alcohol or water. Have some piece of really high grit. I think this is a 1500. And I'm gonna gently but thoroughly, I want that to focus. Give each of these pins a little. I don't want to do too much and then damage the pins or scrape too much off. I want just trying to get that layer of whatever filth or scum is on there to get gone. Oops. Okay. Not perfect. I don't want to even try to get that off. I give this a quick wipe with alcohol to clean it so it's not like, I don't know, unsanitary. But I don't want to peel the sticker up anymore. It's already peeling here. So that's good enough for me, for my collection. First try. Does this work though? Where's my controller not working? Oh. Okay, so I think the controller works. I don't think I can skip this. In the end, it was pretty easy actually to get this fixed because it was just a matter of cleaning the pins really thoroughly. I've experienced this quite a few times actually. People try to clean it, they put it in and it doesn't work. But if you just keep working at it slowly and carefully, a lot of times it does turn out to be just a layer of corrosion or dirt or scum on the pins. For my next few videos, I'm going to mostly be focusing on gameplay, probably perhaps Final Fantasy III, also some older first-person shooters, and hopefully trying out the fan-made remake of Time Splitters. I think the trilogy, all three of them. It's called Time Splitters Rewind, so I'm going to check that out maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope it was enjoyable, and happy holidays!